Okay, my friends, it's your friend Kevin back again with the navigation for this week ahead. That is February 1st through the 7th, 2026. This is where I use a deck of tarot cards, link it with the angel numerology number and the moon phases to give you a little bit of an overview of what we can expect to happen this coming week. Now, I've already done the Divine Daily Blast for Sunday, the 1st of February. You can go and check that video out. This is going to give you a little bit of that, but not in depth like I do every day. So let's get right to it. Enough of my waffling. Here we go. So, I picked 7 cards already. Before we get to the cards, I'll turn them all over and give you an overview. We start this week at the beginning of a month with a full moon, the full moon being in Leo. And if that wasn't enough, we move into the first eclipse season for this year with the new moon in Aquarius at the middle of February. So wherever that happens in your personal natal chart, that's where you can leap from one reality into another depending on the subject. You'll need to get your natal chart and find out where the moon is in your chart, the new moon in your chart, I should say, for this new moon eclipse. So this eclipse particularly is about manifesting. It's the best time to take your manifesting skills to the next level and watch your dreams, your wishes, all the things you're looking to do at the new year, watch them unfold. There's also a super rare Saturn-Neptune alignment, which hasn't been seen since 1989. So with Saturn being the planet of planning and Neptune being the dreamer planet, it's time to put a plan in place for those dreams to materialize. Now, we've also got another 2 weeks before any of this happens. So, what would you do in those 2 weeks? Start making your lists of what you want to achieve. This helps us all lay the foundation for manifesting our dreams, manifesting our desires, and they can be super, super simple. Or you can get more in depth with it. Saturn is going to be changing signs this month, moving into Aries. So take charge of your life's goal and put the work in to achieve them. Now, let's go back to February 1st, which is today. The full moon, the sun is in Aquarius and the moon is in Leo. So it's interesting to note that the sun is also surrounded by the planets Pluto, Mars, Venus, and Mercury in that order. Pluto, Mars, Venus, and Mercury. At the peak of the full moon, which, depending on where you live, it's 2:09 if you're in LA, it's 5:09 if you're in New York, and it is 10:09 if you are in London. So if you've been feeling a little blah and a little stuck in your own mess, and you want some pizzazz, use the Leo, the creative and dramatic sign, to light up the skies. It allows you to present opportunities to reconnect with uniqueness, your passion, your joy, your nerve, all that stuff. This might be a good time for you to shine like the diamond that you are. Now, also this week, childhood issues where you may not have felt supported or you may have even been ridiculed. Use the full moon to forgive all that childhood trauma. Make sure you identify specifically what it is and then release it all. You don't have to have those awkward conversations. You just need to heal from all of that. So Mars being activated, it's time to let go of the emotional stuff you might have been holding on to that you need to get done. The full moon energy shines a light on emotions, releasing what's lurking in the shadow. So they provide a chance to work through negative limiting beliefs. If you're dealing with feelings of not getting anywhere in your life or never going to solve any of your financial problems, you feel like you're never going to fall in love, you feel like This is never going to happen for me. All those things that we get caught up in. It's like the barbed wire of emotions. Then this is the time to shed light on all of it and offer that up to the divine. Like, you know, let me take care of this. Choosing to release and move on is actually your first big step into manifesting what you want. So let's move into a bit more of this week. Uranus ends the retrograde cycle and Mercury moves into Pisces. That's another little nugget for you. What do you love about yourself? That's a good thing to focus on. Where do you feel limited? And what are you grateful for? I would be writing those questions down and answering them like journal style. All right, enough of that waffling. Sunday, the 1st of February, angel number 4, faith. All about faith and trust. Let's see, what can I say about this full moon? We already went through all that. Let's go on to the card. We have here the Ace of Wands. I absolutely love this image. It's a Sierra Marchetti Mystic Palette deck. And this Ace of Wands shows a hand grasping a wand, staking its claim on a situation. Now, the crystal in the middle of the wand sparks power and displays the elemental glyph for fire. So a wild cat looms in the background with kind of odd human looking eyes. The Ace of Wands is the impetus, the spark that kindles a desire, an action, or, hey, why not, an empire. If you suddenly find yourself needing something or someone, or you find yourself being interested in something you wouldn't normally pay any mind to, well, that's the power of this card. It could be a brush, or it could be a full flow of enthusiasm. The energy has got to be put to good use. Don't be misled by small beginnings. One step after another can lead to a longer journey that could lead to life changes. And on this full moon, I'd say that is going to be your ace in the hole. I've talked about when the full moon occurs, in what area of the world. Find the balance between what you want and what you need for your friends, and let your light shine. Moving on to Monday, we have another wand card. This happens to be the Five of Wands. Now, the Five of Wands in this particular image uses the ancient Roman symbol of legal and governmental authority, shown here by these fasces. Now, they're coming together to form a strong and stable union. You can see it's all tied along with these red ribbons. It's sort of a symbol of democracy and fascism, the two opposites. So this card shows one single fascist in the background, right over here. Yeah, and a hand holding on to these two right here. So it's as if the hand is trying to pull it all apart. Others are being, this is a battle of wills. So Monday, you could be seeing some issues, not so much your personal issues, but issues on a global or national scale that deals with democracy and fascism. All these clashes coming together. Now, the hand represents a group coming together or the group pulling it apart. Either way, you're going to see a little bit of turmoil going on Monday. Tuesday, the 3rd of February, we see the 4 of Wands. So we've got 3 wands showing up, the 4, the 5, and the Ace at the beginning of this week. So now, Tuesday happens to be a number 6 angel numerology day. Right here. The 6 is all about revitalization. It's all about reviewing, looking at things in a different way. But the 4 of Wands is the combination of energies shown by the Ace and the 2 and the 3, culminating in all of this. So Four of Wands typically means that everything's working in unison. Whatever's happened in the Ace, the 2, and the 3 is actually causing a momentum to go on the Four of Wands, like Tuesday. So you might find the beginning of the week things are a bit topsy-turvy, stuff's all over the place. It could be one thing at the beginning of the week, one thing at the beginning of the day, one thing at the end of the day, and then here comes Tuesday and everything seems to be working out in unison. Business is growing, things are making money, artwork is taking form, the pages of a book coming together, you get the picture. The wild, untamed energy, however, is being harnessed. Astrologically, this card mixes Venus with Aries, indicating that we create the energy that we want to create, and we move in the direction that we want things to go. Look at the carousel, but the carousel is also trapping this joker, so it's harnessing that wild, impetuous energy to keep things going on an even keel. What else is going on Tuesday? Astrologically, the moon moves into Virgo with Mercury and Chiron. So the energies are wanting the best for everyone. So talk through any issue that you find upsetting. Moving on, Wednesday. Ace of Swords. Now, in this card, we see the hilt of the sword pointing upward. We've got the eagle eye, focused, laser focusing on the subject, and this eagle has its wings outspread. So, the elemental symbol for air is swords, and the dramatic laser focus of this eagle with its wings outstretched it's as if they're coming into land and landing on a brand new idea that comes out of absolutely nowhere. What I'll have to say about this card is ideas are slapping us in the face and causing us to move forward with a level of immediacy. These aren't just passing fancies. They've got these life-changing implications. They've got the power to lift us up to a brand new level or carry us to a whole new different place. Swords are also used as weapons of communication. So you can find yourself in a reasonable argument for defending your home, your family, against attack, against judgment. It can also be seen as being a little irresponsible and letting your mouth go wild. So Wednesday, you're going to get this idea that could send you over the edge. And it could be a personal, not exactly a personal attack, but somebody might get you might get on the wrong side of somebody, or they might get on the wrong side of you. However, it's also an angel numerology number 7 day. So this is all about focus. Focusing on what's right, what's wrong. Maybe you focus on this idea that comes to you. The moon is also shifted into Virgo. That brings healing energy, because Venus is meeting up with Chiron. So if you struggle to resolve whatever issues coming up, this is not the day to give up on it. Well, I like how the blinds are just creating these little streaks. I've got a window over there to the left that's actually, I put a plant in the window to give it some extra light. But of course the afternoon sun creates, the light, the streaks coming through. I hope that's not distracting you. Moving on. I keep chit-chatting too much today. On Thursday, we have the Justice card. And in here we see our woman holding up the scales above her head and the sword coming right through everything. We've got a feather, which is all about writing, journaling. We've got the scrolls, which is all about knowledge. So on Thursday, it's also an angel numerology 8 day, all about success. In the Justice card, Themis, which is shown in this card, who happens to be the Greek goddess of law, flies through the air in dramatic fashion. She indicates a dynamic vision of justice. I know where this whole reading is leading. This represents fairness, rationality, adjudication, and the justice teaches us that disagreements should be handled in a formal process, guided by an objective mediator. Justice needs to be flexible and alive just enough to meet new challenges instead of dogmatic and unyielding. Do you get that? On Thursday, we're going to have to be higher power mediation, what's fair for everybody, not just for us. It's the end of oppressive regimes. On Thursday, exercise any and all rights to appeal. Make sure you're fair and rational in legal dealings. And it can also mean setting standards a little too high for people to reach. So make sure that if you are looking to coordinate with people, that you're not setting your standards so high that nobody can really reach them and they seem to be unrealistic. Now, the moon has traveled into Libra and Mercury clashes with Uranus. This is all on Thursday. This is a case of less said, the better. Let the Libran moon smooth over any upsets, any arguments, any disagreements. Good intentions are the key for Thursday. On Friday, we see the Three of Coins. This is all about cooperation, working as a team to get to the common goal. You may have to ask for help if you've got something, a project or a bill that's got to be paid, or your finances have got to be put in order. This is going to come up for you on Friday. We see this by these leaf ants carrying the leaf and stained glass window of the church. So cooperation's in order on Friday. This is seen by these cutting ants working together. This makes achieving results possible where going it alone could be a little impossible. So if you're somebody who's really staunchly independent and you've got a project or something coming up, you're going to have to ask for some good help or ask for some people to assist you. It's also an angel numerology 9-day. Make your declaration of what you're looking for. We're coming to an end of a cycle on a 9-day. And you could be saying, listen, I'm ready to start this whole new project. I need this one, or this thing to get it going. The moon is traveling through Libra and trines with the sun on Friday. It's an excellent day for all kinds of relationship. At the same time, Mercury is slipping into the numinous Pisces. So amp up your meditation process. Get in touch with your spirit guides. Go into your sacred spaces. All that stuff. Saturday, end of the week. Now we have the Fool card. So what I love about this Fool energy is usually called the Dreamer in some of the decks. There's a lot of elements being played out here. It's the embodiment of what it is to be human. So we all try to do what we believe is right and rational to use in the moment, right? Alas, we aren't pre-programmed machines of perfection. And the Fool card has the values of impetuousness, risk, change, and growth. It's a little bit like chomping at the bit. I got my bags packed, I got my money, I got my budget, I'm off running without really paying attention to all of the details. So we do need the Fool's energy to keep things lively, to keep things interesting in our lives. When we start a new project, we've got to keep on expanding and growing. We also have to maintain a sense of goodwill. And if that means self-deprecating humor, then so be it. The card shows the companion dog, which signifies life's unpredictability and the ability to go with the flow and keep things moving with mystery. Nobody really knows what our pets or other human beings are all about. We don't know what they're thinking. We don't know we don't know what. And if we keep waiting for someone to have the right idea, to do the right thing, we're never going to get anywhere. This is what this card is talking about. We have to muddle through the journey together and just have a good, upbeat attitude about it. This is about being impetuous, willing to risk the newness of a journey without knowing where it takes us. In astrology, this would be the energy of Uranus, which is eccentric, original, and rebellious. The moon shifted in Scorpio on Saturday, intensifying all of these emotions. Dive into your feelings as deeply as you can with the goal of coming out on the other side. Incidentally, Saturday is a 10-1 day angel numerology. It's divine good wishes. Working with God the divine, the creator, source energy to have things happen. So, in a quick recap, because this has gone on 20 minutes, the beginning of the week starts off a bit fiery. Emotions could be tense and it could be, oh, goodness gracious me, I'm not really sure what way to turn. The middle of the week, all of that, we get the pop-up of a new idea. Something that could balance out all of these energies as shown by the Justice card on Thursday. You may be meeting some contracts, you might be signing some paperwork on Thursday. Just make sure I's are dotted and T's are crossed, and you've got the right people at the table doing the negotiation. Friday, you do have the right people in place. You've got some things moving forward, but you're going to have to ask for help. Saturday, your brand new adventure is off and running. You may have to explain yourself when you think this is crazy, but do it anyway. All right, my friends, I hope that's helpful. Let me know in the comments what you think, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye for now.